Hey guys, welcome back. We're on the Forever World again. I think this is episode 8, if I can already believe it. Last time we left off, we'd kind of finished up some of the exterior of the house. I'm, coming back to it a little bit after we're doing that other work, and I think it's really looking cool. Again, there's probably some finishing touches I want to add on to it in the future. I want to figure out this door situation because I'm not really loving how that's looking exactly at the moment. But honestly, I just don't feel like messing with that too much. So we're just going to do something like that. And that's what it's going to look like for the time being. But I think this is good. I think that I'd like to do just a little bit of housekeeping stuff as far as storage goes, because I know we don't really have that much stuff yet, just because we haven't really done a whole lot besides build the house. But I'm thinking I want to set up this area as the storage area. I'm thinking I'll put my bed and stuff over here, and then start actually, designating sections of the house as more purposeful areas. So let's just fart. There's not fart. Let's not fart. Let's start by just throwing the bed up here, and then set my spawn point there. But as far as storage goes, I know we have a lot of options with storage. If we go down here, we'll go to basic storage because I know the applied energistic stuff is pretty crazy, but I don't even really want to touch that right now. I want to get us a backpack because I think that's just going to be huge to have more space on the go. But as far as basic storage goes, let me just complete some of these basic things. What do we get? We got a barrel. Awesome. Okay, and then some of these are kind of oh, we got an ender chest already. Let's go. Okay, let me just actually grab all these real quick. Grab that. Okay, so I've tried the storage drawer stuff a little bit before. I didn't really like it because it's just kind of hard to see all the things you have. Like, yes, it's all out there, but I think for a mod pack like this, where you have so many items, it can just be too large of a space that it takes up. So for now, I want to go more with the sophisticated storage, which is just, I think, upgrading um, the chests to be using like these upgrades. So let's see, how do we, yeah, we just surround like a standard um, chest with an ore, and then it'll upgrade it to that tier. And so they're just larger than your typical chest. Wow, we actually already have ender chests. That's kind of crazy. Um, I don't know what I want to put in there. I I guess let's just put one up here and one down there if we want like let's say we die or whatever. This will maybe be like the break in case of emergency kind of chest that we can just keep our like extra set of tools and weapons and whatever in there. We'll put that in there eventually, but let's see. Can we make an iron chest upgrade? How does this actually work? So you need to put a copper one in first, or you can go straight to iron with that way. Since I don't have a lot of copper yet, I think I'm just gonna go straight to iron. So I'm just gonna set up some rows of iron tools, because as it stands, we just do not have enough space. Let's think. Do we want barrels or chests? I'm thinking chests. I don't really want to mess with the barrels at this point. See, do we have, how much wood do we have? We really don't have that much. We have enough for like 4 normal chests, but oh, do that. Okay, 4 of those. And then how do we make that? Can we make... Okay, it needs to be specifically acacia, whatever. We're just gonna do this and balance that. Oh, I should be using that way more often. What am I doing wrong here? Does it need to be a specific wood? How do you make... What? Am I dumb? Let's see. If we go to like a copper one, what do you need? Okay, so it needs redstone. Okay, well, I guess what can this be used to make? We can make a hopper right now. I don't think I really need, there's way, way, way too many things these are used in to sort through them all. So I guess we'll just need to grab some more wood because I should not have grabbed all of that at once and made those into normal chests, but it's easy to grab just a bunch of wood real quick because our little forest and tree farm is going strong here. So let's just keep ripping through these. I want to put that there. Okay, we're making sure to replant. Make sure we've got more for our next wood harvest. Okay. Yeah, but I'm feeling good about this series. I've been kind of doing a little bit of like some bulk recording, and I'm gonna release videos I think every couple days, but as it stands right now, oops, what did I just do? As it stands right now, I've got a decent backlog of videos. I don't want to get like too crazy of a backlog and start, you know, being weeks and weeks ahead or anything like that, but I definitely don't want to feel like I can't take a break, but without, you know, kind of starving people of content. I want it to sort of keep flowing, even if I take, you know, a little time off from making the videos. So I'm feeling good that there's not like a lot of pressure to keep at this every single day. And I think that if I was to, you know, feel that pressure, it would be a lot easier to get burnt out and not really enjoy the process as much. So I want to make sure that I'm having fun, because after all, this isn't about, you know, becoming a famous Minecraft YouTuber or anything. It's just like, let's just chill out, have some fun, and I think this is a good way to go about doing that. I'm pretty happy with how the house turned out, though. I know the interior could definitely use some like finer details, and I know we need more lighting, but I don't want to. I'm just kind of tired of building for the moment, and I want to take a little bit different approach with some stuff right now. So let me get rid of some of these things just so I have enough space to do some crafting in my inventory. Do I have sticks anywhere? Does not appear that I do. Let's do that. And then I guess we'll just make a bunch of these because it seems like we need a ton. And then we're going to turn that into like a whole stack. Balance that out. Put these in here. Gotcha. Okay, so that's how we make the specific type of chest. And then if we come in here, I know we're going to use practically all our iron here, but that's okay. What is this? Spread grid? Interesting. Okay. So we've got oak iron chests. So now when we place these, theoretically, okay, yeah, it's way larger. That's awesome. Okay. Is this going to prevent? No. Okay, those stack. I don't want this to become like a crazy, crazy unmanageable space, so I'm thinking I will put some signage up and I just need to figure out how I want to lay this out and not have it feel crazy packed in here. But I think these could be a cool way to sort of divide the space a little. So let me actually place these a little bit differently than I just did. Okay, we're gonna do, maybe I won't love however this looks, but let's just try it out and see what it looks like. Okay, and then I'm thinking like that. Okay, and then put another block here, and then cool. That is not the right tool for that job, but then we'll still have a little bit of the space to fill out over here. But I think this is gonna look cool. Let's make one more of these. I just need a little more planks to do that. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. And then we're going to surround that. So we're definitely low on iron again, so it's going to be probably something that we need to take care of as far as figuring out what we're going to do to get some more iron. I think we're going to go caving. I think we should do a big cave adventure as soon as we get the backpack. So let me organize these chests. I need to figure out how I want to organize these. I think I want to put, I'm going to keep these here because I'm going to have certain items that I would say that I have less of. So things like ores can probably stay in maybe this chest because I just don't have enough ores to need to fill like these other huge chests yet. But I wanted to make sure that I had lots of space for me to grow into. So first of all, I want to make a sign, and I can never remember how those are made. Okay, cool. That's easy enough to remember. Just need more of these. I'm actually gonna make not a bunch of buttons. What is, I don't even care what that is, but wait a second. How many did I just make? Oh, I already made 6. That's perfect. Well, what are we gonna call this? We'll call this farming stuff. So that's gonna be any seeds, plants, other material, and then let's make this next one. Let's just call it like raw materials, so things like stone, dirt. Where did I even place that? Is that behind here? Yeah, that's not what I meant to do. Let me place this here. It's going to be floating, so I don't know how that's going to look, but no, raw material. Are these not going to stack? If I break this, does that break? It does. Okay. I forgot that these need to be on something. How do you make a hanging sign? We don't. What do we? Sorry, I'm kind of thinking out loud a little bit. I don't know what that does. But maybe I just have some pillars here, like some log. Yeah, let's try that. Let's see how that looks. Maybe it doesn't quite fit, but I think that's gonna look cool. Maybe here is gonna look a little weird. How do you make? I know there's a way. Is it like this? Yes. Oak wood. I just didn't want that like exposed log up on top. Maybe that's like a little strange, but I think it works. So we can put our signs up here now, and they'll actually be on that. So we'll call that, what do we say, farming? This is going to be raw material. And then trying to look at some other things that we have. I think we should just have a miscellaneous, like, mod stuff. Come back to this later. Okay. Yeah, and we're gonna have lots of things like that. And then what else do we want to put in here? Maybe like building materials, building material, like things that are a little more processed. So maybe, you know, iron bars or things of that nature. And I'm probably, you know, gonna change up the categories a little bit, but let's just dump everything in here that fits in like what I would call the farming category. Farming slash food would, I think, gosh, I don't know. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. I guess that doesn't, I don't know. I think building material could also be more like those things. Anything that's got a little less of a purpose at this time. White wool, see, something that's a little more processed than, you know, some of these more raw material. That's a building material. Well, maybe this will be like more like wood and stuff, and then this could be, we'll call this like earthen materials. That's going to be our dirt and our stone and stuff like that, and then we'll put wood into here, and I'm just totally going to empty, and then we'll have one for tools, like any wearable things or whatever. So let me just like fill my inventory here. So any wood, building material, go to farming here. Sesame seeds. You know what? I'm going to put mob drops in there too. I feel like that's sort of in the same ballpark. We'll put that in here for now. I think that's everything. And we'll put sand is definitely like an earthen material. And then let's just keep emptying this out. I know this is probably not necessarily the most efficient way of doing this, but I think that we're gonna get there relatively soon. I just gotta keep organizing a little bit longer here. I don't think anything. Oh, I've missed that. That should go in here. That should go in here. That looks pretty good. Let's take a look at this. I think this is gonna be all our ores and stuff, so I'm gonna leave those in there. And then it's gonna be more of our like tools and things of that nature. So just gonna keep processing this all. That definitely fits that category. I think bones we'll throw in there. Stuff that seems like mob drops is fine to throw in here. That's earthen materials. These are definitely more like processed building materials. Let's think about this. I think sticks could go in here too. Put the gold in there. I know I missed that one. I'm not doing this in probably the most efficient way. It turns out I don't really have that much mod stuff to come back to later. But that's fine. Okay, we've got that in there. I don't know what that is. You guys are probably being driven crazy by the amount of chest opening and closing noises that you're listening to, but I promise it's almost over. Okay, and then that definitely goes in that category. I think this can hold books, tools, not that. That's more of a mod item for later. But yeah, okay, that really didn't take long. So now that we have this all sorted, I am gonna take just, some materials out so I have stuff on the go. Um, I definitely need coal. So I think let's go ahead and sleep so it can be day again, but we need to light up our area a lot more. I know I took the time to make these lanterns, but I think temporarily I'm gonna put up a bunch of torches around the house. But in order to make that happen, we need to make some more charcoal, because, oh wow, I forgot there was a ton of iron in here. Let me take that out. That doesn't need to just sit in there. We're gonna make a bunch of charcoal out of this. Okay, it turns out I had a lot more iron than I thought I did, which is awesome. Let me grab my potatoes out. I'm gonna keep eating those. I think I'm gonna just burn my wooden tools. I don't care enough about it to actually do anything with it. So, well, I didn't know you could. What does this do? Is this? I'm really curious more than anything else here. We'll burn sticks because I think we're gonna run out of what happens. Okay, so that just turned it into a nugget. Well, we're not gonna do that again, but that is kind of funny. Didn't mean to do that. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna go on a big mining adventure, but to do that, I'd like to get some more food. Oh, right. We've got this chest, which is mostly gonna be farming stuff. And then I know we have a couple things still over at like our original little shack, so maybe I'll go down to the farm and then we can come back and organize the things that were in those other chests from the original little shack. Okay, cool. That's gonna cook. And then I would like to make a little gate so I can exit out of this side, or, and enter from this side as well. I do... Okay, I think I am gonna just do that now, because let's make this lined up. I'm just gonna make a little, like, gate. How do we... Okay, sticks. On there. Oh, wait, did I totally mess that up? I sure did. I had that reversed. It's okay. That way it's like a pretty low-key exit. Maybe we'll put these as decoration here. No, I don't like that. We'll just leave this little low-key gate there, and we'll come back to that real quick later. But I know I probably have a stone hoe in the tool chest, but we're not going to worry about that at this moment. Got enough stuff to make it. It's super cheap. It costs practically nothing, so let me just make one of those real quick. Because I also feel like you don't go through a hoe enough to, like, really, be worried about all this other stuff. Like, running out of material. Looks like we've got quite the harvest. We've got demon fruit. I don't actually know what you do with that, but that's going to be something we figure out later. Wow, I'm going to have a super full inventory. Okay. Well, this is pretty cool. I think let's just go to town with planting everything, because we're gonna have lots of wheat. I think we're gonna be a bread economy here, because we're gonna have a lot of wheat, and it doesn't require any like cooking. Stop doing that. Oh, it's actually got to be like in your hotbar. Interesting. I promise that we'll get a real farm eventually, but I'm not really super interested in doing a lot of infrastructure things at this moment, just because I kind of finished the house project. I want to do some exploration, so let's make that happen. Okay, we're gonna have just a ton of bread apparently. Okay, that's probably enough of that, and then I will plant like a stack of the potatoes, but we really don't need that many potatoes. I do want to keep some on hand if I ever choose to go back and plant some, but at this time I just don't think it's necessary to have a ton of potato. Oh, I'm just planting more seeds, aren't I? Well, whatever. We gotta clear out some area here. Let me get those out of here. Cool. Okay. Maybe I won't even plant like a full stack of these potatoes. Yeah, that's good enough. We're gonna have a lot of potatoes anyway, and I'm gonna just let that go. We have enough if we ever want to get like lots of potatoes going again. It's not worth worrying about. Cool. But this is looking really cool. I'm really happy with it. I think we're really gonna take the interior decoration stuff to a pretty high level. I'm hoping when we get through that. What do I need? Probably want a ton of torches just because we're gonna go caving, and I want lots of those. Can I mix and match wood to make sticks? Cool. That's a good way to get rid of sticks that I just don't need. There we go. I think that'll be more than enough coal to just get us going down there in the mines. Let's see here. Let's balance that out. Perfect. That's a good chunk of bread. And then go ahead and put all this other stuff into the farming chest. The worms. I like how they actually. Oh, that's a weird visual glitch. I like how they actually wiggle in the inventory. It's kind of funny. Wood. Actually, we're gonna want to take wood with us, I think. I think that's a fair amount. Just enough of the basic materials, like to make more tools or whatever if we need down there. But I think we've got a good amount of food. Let me put this on. I'm gonna take a quick little pause, come right back, and then let's go down into the mine. Okay, I'm back, so we are going to sleep, and then we're going down into the mines. But first, I actually do need... I should actually bring a pick, shouldn't I? And probably a little more maybe 2 picks, and then whatever else we'll just have to make down there. But I am going to... We have a ton of iron, actually. We've got full iron. I was thinking about maybe... I might have a... Oh, we need a backpack. That's right. Before we go down there. Unless it's going to be hard to make, but... Yeah, like how much is a simple backpack? String, a chest, and 4 leather. How much leather do we have? We have 3. We've string. Where's string? No, we've got string. And I know we've got a chest, so tell you what, let's go get leather. Dude, I don't know what that is. It's a pig, but like, is that just one lone flower out here in the... Let's see, I forget, do sheep drop leather? This is probably quite a noob question. But, oh, we got a sheep trophy. Okay. I could really use some pigs, or not pigs, cows. I've noticed there just aren't a lot of... Do horses drop leather? I feel like they gotta drop leather. We're gonna get that guy. There's 2 of them. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, dude. You died for a good cause, if that makes you feel any better. Bam. Okay, how do we put this guy on? Is this a slot in here? Do we just... How do we actually put it on our person? I'm sure that... Oh, back. There we go. How do we open it, though? Oh, what kind of bee are you? A green carpenter bee? Interesting. I'm definitely gonna have to look in the controls again. Backpack. Open backpack B. That makes sense. Oh, that's multiple things, isn't it? Yeah, with mods like this, I've found, or mod packs like this, you can sometimes, yeah, see, we've got tons of things. What would not be bound? Let's see, is R used? God, what is... Let's see, will that work? Done. Perfect. It's maybe not amazing to get in and out, but there we go. Now we have basically another chest's worth of storage space on the go, which is going to be super worth it. So let's just go back to the house. Wow, that looks really cool from over here. Pretty happy with that. So, you know, actually, maybe I'll turn my render distance back up, because I did turn it down when I had that like performance issue with the shaders. Does that actually make the fog better? I don't know. It's fine. Okay, we'll just go put away some of these items we don't really need, and then we'll maybe I shouldn't have turned it all the way up to 32 chunks, but seemingly, no, it's fine. I think it was just taking a second. Cool. Alright, we're gonna throw these ores back in here. I really don't need that. And I don't need that. So, I think we're ready to go. I'm going to take... Oh, I forgot to actually make... Why am I struggling so hard? Do I not have sticks? It might be worth making... Can I make this into just normal planks? Yes. And then I'll make 2 picks, and then should be good. Where are the sticks I allegedly just made? They're gone. As you can tell, I'm struggling a great deal. Cool. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this down there with us in case we want to smelt anything while we're down there. And then down we go. I think I am noticing a little slowness. I'm going to put this back down to 16. I mean, underground, I don't even know if you can even see 16 chunks. Like, it's not really going to be taken advantage of down there. And I feel like I can see plenty far. It doesn't feel like I'm in, you know, sort of like a tunnel vision kind of thing. So we're gonna go really far down here. We're gonna explore. We're gonna see probably some interesting stuff. Let me get my inventory. I really didn't need to bring a couple of these things, but now we have the extra space. It's good enough. Just trying to make my inventory make sense here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We're gonna go down this way because, okay, I know we went this way, but I couldn't remember. Right. Oh, I think that's right. I remember there's like a big drop off here. Or it's not even that crazy. I don't know why I didn't choose to go down here. But we're gonna get some copper because I know we don't have any of that yet. Well, we have just like a little, but not really any amount you can actually do stuff with. Got some iron here. Ooh, six iron. Perfect. I don't know what this kiwi is. It's kind of interesting looking. I'm surprised there's not like a ton of mobs down here, but maybe I'm speaking too soon. Okay. This is kind of interesting. What is this? Stella Arcanum. I'm just gonna leave that stuff alone for now. I know there's people are like probably screaming at their screen like, no, why would you leave that behind? That's like so rare. I'm not worried about getting stuff that isn't really vanilla right now. Maybe, you know, I'll find a thing here or there that is kind of neat that's I want to grab, but I'm not like itching to get anything in particular. I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of changing my mind as I said that. Like, maybe if I can mine it, why not grab it? I guess while I'm down here. What is this? Quartz. Yeah, I think I did change my mind pretty completely there. That's okay. There's just like a gajillion ores. Oh, 49 blocks? Okay. 49. Oh, okay. So our stuff is going to break pretty fast. But we already have enough iron. I don't want to get trapped down here. So, oh, osmium you need diamond for. I didn't even bring my diamond pick. Okay, inferium. Interesting. Some of this is there's just too much to keep track of. It's pretty easy to get overwhelmed. Oh, he sees me. I heard him. I could probably make a bow soon enough. It would probably be worthwhile. Got a lot of copper. Maybe we could do some stuff with like copper doors and things. I guess I don't really know how that works. I know there's like weathered copper. I don't really know how you prevent it from turning green, but maybe green would look good with our overall aesthetic for the house. Oh, there goes our pick. I should probably be a little more careful about where I'm jumping in. Cool. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised there is not more monsters down here. I mean, a spider and a skeleton is no big deal. Oh, trophies. Is that? No, this is something else. It's not diamond, is it? Dimensional shard. That looks pretty interesting, I have to admit. I am intrigued. See, we are already full on stuff, but why don't I only put like full stacks of stuff in here? No, that's not what I meant. You know what? We're just gonna throw a bunch of crap in there and we'll organize it as we go. But yeah, as you can see, we've almost like filled up like half the inventory, so it's definitely good that we made that backpack, otherwise we would have had to turn around and go up there already, and that wouldn't be so much of a big adventure if we spent 5 minutes down here. But realistically, I don't know how long we'll be able to stay down here, just because even with the backpack, we're gonna get full like soon, so it's cool. Okay, so this is another big area that's, I keep getting faked out. I think that cinnabar ore is redstone. Okay, ruby, huh? Ruby ores. Ooh, is that like crystals? This is a pretty big room. Oh, we've been spotted. Cool. Yeah, we're really getting our iron stores back up, because we're gonna need a lot of ores, I think, just in general throughout this playthrough. You gotta, things get really expensive, I think, later in the mod pack. So what seems like a lot of material now, I'm sure will be, you know, nothing pretty soon. Ooh, this looks cool. This seems also probably like it would be trapped. Wow, this just goes down and down. It's pretty cool. Okay, awesome. Finally, coal. I feel like we haven't found a lot of coal at all. Maybe I'm walking past it or something. Yeah, but it doesn't feel like we ever get that much coal. I would like to do some enchanting, so that's why I am grabbing some lapis, because it would be nice to get some pretty nifty, like full enchanted armor. I am going to check under these, because you never know if they're trapped. I don't know if that's a thing with whatever kind of structure these are from, but I'm just going to choose to do that, just to be certain. Okay. Maybe that tells you something about me, like I'm not very trusting or something. Feral claws. Dude, these are awesome. We're gonna definitely take a peek at these. A whoopee cushion. We have 2 whoopee cushions. And it goes on our head, apparently. Interesting. Oh, a diamond pick. Oh, rails too. That's awesome. You know, I'm not gonna take these leather things, and probably not the iron the chainmail either. Yeah, I'll hold on to all those. We're getting kind of full up, so just trying to remember I came from there. I do want to take a peek, just see. Wow, this goes. I guess it's not crazy far down there, but what is this blue zirconium? Zircorium. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Probably still said it wrong there, but it doesn't actually really roll off the tongue that easily for me. Oh, we got some more gold. Let's go. Yeah, it seems like we might have to go more like with a charcoal based fuel. But you know what? Now that I say that, this could be a good reason to get into some of the more basic like power stuff, because I think there's a lot you could do with that. I know I said I wasn't gonna go like right into all the mod stuff, but I think like little things like that where you find a natural need for things is a good reason to start learning about it and figuring it out, because I definitely think that the amount of material that we're gonna have to smelt is gonna get pretty big. So we're gonna need a more efficient fuel source than like logs and turning that into charcoal, because while that works, and there's probably a way I could make it go faster, I just don't want to worry about that right now. Okay, we're only got a couple slots left, and then okay, this is, you know what, that's fine. What is that? This like little sparkly stuff all about? Oops. Kind of cleared out this room of dark areas. Oh, there's a spider over here. See across the thing? He is. Oh, I think that's probably a good time to turn around. Oh, more torches. Let's go. But yeah, I definitely went through a lot of torches, so that probably negates any coal I actually gathered on this little adventure. Wow, more iron. I mean, we're just coming out of this with stacks and stacks of iron, so evidently there's not going to be a shortage of that. Oops, I don't want there to be water here. Oh, that kind of spooked me, actually. Right, and then there's that lava there. I think we're at a good spot to head back up there, because we got a ton of iron. Didn't get the coal I was hoping for, but I think this is, like I said, a good reason to figure out some basic power stuff. He's just chilling over here. Oops. Definitely could have got him before that last shield hold up there, but that's fine. Oh, there we go. There's some more coal. I don't actually care about one arrow. Actually, I bet you I can merge stuff. There we go. See, that actually cleared up a lot of space by doing that. Maybe we'll keep going for a little bit. this stuff looks pretty neat. Maybe we'll grab that osmium we couldn't get before because you need diamonds. It's for mechanism, I guess. Whatever that is. Oh, wow. Just keeps going. You break one vein of ore and it just keeps turning into all these others. Wow. Yeah, let's start making our way back up here because I think we're coming up on a good, stopping point. We've got some more ores. I think the next logical step is to figure out a better way of smelting things. And I know we need to collect probably some lava because I'd like to go to the Nether in an episode pretty soon. So maybe we'll go do that. Let's see here. Okay, we did find our way up. Is it just sunrise? I think it is. Perfect timing. So we ascend from the mines down there. But I know that there was also some like ore duplication tab within the quest thing, so let me take a peek at that. Yes, it's in here. I'm gonna collect. Actually, no, there's a spider. Okay, get him. He just like jumped at me backwards. He didn't even really end up needing that food I went down there for. Let's take a peek. This is looking good. I'm pretty pleased with how this is turning out. I think this area it just looks good. It feels good. It feels open, and yet there's lots of cool spaces. So let's just throw all our ore in here. I guess we'll put those things in there as well. Lapis, and then let's bring down anything else we can. We might need to make a big chest for our ores specifically, because it seems like we've got a lot of those. You know what? We're going to put some of these. What do these do? Oh, okay. Okay, this is what I was talking about with the... I'm gonna be really bad at this, by the way. You gotta, like... Whoa, that's really loud. You gotta connect the constellation to reveal the image. How does this... It's supposed to be the claw, I would imagine. Oh, wait it here. What does this do? Oh, you can just buy it? What is this costing me? Oh, that was really loud. Oh, I think I just spent some experience, but I do have like 34 levels, so I'm not like too worried about that. Okay, so now I've got like faster, like 10% faster regen on my attacks, and then what does this one do? Increases the bearer's flatulence. Okay. I'm just gonna do that. I don't know. I don't really enjoy these little puzzles. Has a 20% chance to knock back entities. Oh. Oh, so if I just start, like, spamming... Oh, I can just... Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, that's kind of funny. Let's throw this in there. And then definitely a lot of like building material kind of things with the rails. I guess we will put that book thing in there. I don't know if that would be categorized as inferium essence is definitely something I should go in there. I should put this in here. All the food type items. I guess this definitely, like, the lines get a little blurry as to what should go where at points, but as long as I have a rough estimate on where that would be, that's probably worthwhile to organize it and just take a second. Keep getting all this ash. And I should put this in here, I guess. Okay, cool. I am going to place our... you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna place our trophy. We have a sheep one somewhere. Maybe we could put them on some sort of pedestal. What would be a good block for that? Probably just like brick. Or maybe we could make this like a garden, like a part of our garden. Like if we do this and do the offset, we can hide where it is. So it just looks like a... Actually, watch this. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna place it like 2 blocks down. Place the dirt over it, and then here. Oh, interesting. What if we create some abomination by combining them? I don't know how I feel about that. That's just gonna sit there for now. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. We made good progress, I think, on getting our storage figured out, as well as getting a big chunk of ores done. But now let's take a peek back at the beginning. Furnace upgrades, right, so you can get these different levels of furnaces, and then also, how do you do this? I just need to smelt copper ingot. Let's do that. That should probably go here. Okay, we're about to get the quest completed. There we go, Metal Age. Wow. An oak log is our... There we go, ore duping. Okay, smelting down. Creating an ore hammer. Okay, how do we make this guy? Oh, blocks and then sticks. That's easy. So we have a ton. And bam, bam, bam. Okay. So how do we do this? Do we... Oh, we just place it next to the... Got it. That's super, super simple. Does it have to be smelted first? No, it doesn't. That's... Okay, so we're about to just, like, double everything. Can we do it with coal? Because right now that's what we need to double. Ooh, what do you use tiny coal for? Okay, so you can't do it with coal, but I want more of... What do I want more of? Probably more iron. Realistically, right now, that's probably the biggest thing. Ooh, okay, that... And then I throw this in here. Oops. Right, and then we also probably will want to upgrade our furnaces. Perfect, okay. So we're really starting to chip away here at this. We got the iron pick. I'm just gonna keep... So we'll want a lot of redstone, it says. Okay, power cables. So this is what I'm talking about. You can start to use power, which I think we're gonna want. Yeah, wind power, solar power. What is this? We got universal pipe. Interesting. Okay. Got our... Oh, we're gonna get 2 diamonds back. Let's go. Okay, so netherite is gonna be probably pretty difficult to get. I've never actually gotten any in the game. I know that's probably a little crazy, but that's whatever. But interesting. You can do archaeology. Interesting. I haven't gotten the sniffer, but it would be interesting to get one of those guys. Oh, I got 22 universal pipes. That's awesome. Okay. It probably would make sense to turn our furnaces into iron ones, because we're gonna get a lot faster returns out of them. You just do this. Oops, that's not even what I meant to do, but okay, perfect. Let's balance the grid like that. Got 4 of them. And then we're going to get a lot more bang for our buck as far as how much we're smelting. See, and now you can see at the top we've got, these could take power, so I think maybe our next episode we could start to mess around with getting power to these furnaces. I'm not sure if I want to go too far into that yet. I'm not sure. We'll see how I'm feeling on the next episode, but I think we made a lot of good progress today. We got some mining done, got all this storage area figured out. So we'll leave it here for now, and then on the next episode, I think we're either going to try and figure out going to the nether or getting some furnace stuff figured out. But either way, we've got a lot of materials now that are really starting to move. So I think that I'm pretty happy with our progress. Let's take one more peek at this. Just take the rewards from that. What is this? Furnace augments. Oh, so you can make more specialized furnaces. Fuel efficiency. Oh, maybe. See, I think we want speed, but we need a better way to get fuel. Eventually, we'll have to figure that out. Oh, So you can power it with coal, or so it looks like we have different options on what can generate power, but let's not get too bogged down with that. But I want to say thanks for everyone who made it this far in the video. I'm having a great time in the Forever world. You can see we got a really cool glowing forest over there, and we've got our house looking pretty cool with the glowing stuff. We definitely need to light up outside, but I want to mess around with getting some lamps and messing around with daylight sensors. So I'll just have to touch base with you guys on the next episode. So thanks again for making it this far in the video, and I'll catch you in the next episode.